We are enterprise file sharing and synchronization company, so cloud storage and synchronization and sharing software. Our focus is on high security. There are many vulnerabilities in the system, and when you look at something like Harpley, this is part of SSL that's been in place for years. Who knows really how long this vulnerability was exploited, and there are, what don't we know yet that's out there that may be the next problem. But I think one of the way that it's impacted the security industry is security is kind of esoteric to a lot of business people out there. It's a little bit hard to get your head around, and what it's brought it to the forefront in terms of awareness. So it really is helping to raise it from, say, a 6 to a 9 on the scale of what's important for me to be focusing on next year in terms of my business. So one of the things that does keep me awake at night is when issues arise, like the JP Morgan problem that came up last week, or what happened with the iCloud a couple of weeks ago. While it can be helpful in terms of raising awareness, it also can be an issue in the sense that it can halt adoption of the cloud. So when companies are looking at the reasons why, there are the pros for going into the cloud are going to be productivity improvements. Competitive demands are going to require that you move in that direction. But at the same time, you might stop and think twice before you take the next step when some of these issues arise. And I think that keeps me awake a little bit at night because I like the pace of this market, but sometimes it slows down a little bit because of that. One of the most important things is communication. So it's important to have consistent communication across the organization of what the policies and procedures are for security, and then to reinforce that and enforce it in the organization. And so, it's actually interesting because we've done some surveys, and one of the things that comes out of these surveys is a significant portion, in the 30 to 40% portion of employees don't really know what their company does. They don't really know what the policies and procedures are. And like anything, if you can communicate something in a consistent manner, you reinforce that and enforce it in the sense that if it's not being done right, then you have to take action to make sure that it is done right. Keep it relatively simple. It doesn't have to be overly complex, right? Because people need to get their jobs done. But once you've decided what you're going to do, make sure you do it.